All right. So today's topic is I never really know what we're going to talk about, and we like it that way. We like to be
I wouldn't remember it anyway.
off the cuff and just talk about what we want to talk about. So I was just sitting here and I wanted to know, and I have seen some people in comments go, what the heck do y'all do all day? I mean, like, what is there to do? Why relocate to another country to sit on your butt and do nothing and look at the walls? So I'm going to ask the question to my better half, Cedric. What do you do all day in Panama City, Panama?
I try to go out and discover new things together. Everything there is new. Everything. Not having a car, getting in Uber, walking the neighborhoods, especially walking the park. For me, staying here, being retired, and not having to go to work, you get into a rut where you just look at TVs, you look at the same stuff, you look at the news, you get mad, and you don't stay active. And next thing you know, you're on this recliner like I am right now.
Back in the States on day 3.
And day 3,
Already back in the recliner.
Yeah.
So for those who might not know, then you're retired.
Yeah, I've been retired now 4 years this November.
Okay. And how has retired life, or how was it for you in the States? Or how has it been? Let's go. And I know that's a very broad question. So let's go mentally and physically. How has it been? So let's start with physically first.
Physically, retiring was good because I was on rotating shifts, and I worked a different time every day for 30 years. So, yeah, getting a sleep pattern was a big thing. It took me about a year to start sleeping normal.
Okay.
And yeah.
And then mentally, people talk about the fact of when people retire, they sometimes feel lost. They lose their social identity, and I guess even so much who they are.
When you first retire, you lose what you perceive as a bunch of friends.
Okay.
But they're your coworkers.
Okay.
But with air traffic, it's different than your coworkers. These are people that you're around more than you are around your family. So they become your family.
They do.
They really do. And so you miss that camaraderie. You miss the back when I was a tire guy. Going out drinking with the crew. Then when I became a radar guy, everybody is spread out. You don't live so close. So when you're at work, you shoot the shit more, or stuff more, and you lose a lot of that. And now that I've retired, just some stuff you start forgetting a lot of stuff about the job, and then the dreams start. Where you start having nightmares about the job, and that's not everybody, but a lot of my controller friends have had bad dreams. Yeah,
and you were an early retiree, so therefore, your peers outside of work are not retired. The majority of them.
The majority are not.
The majority of the people that you call friends that you do not work with, they still go to work every day.
Correct.
So.
I am the well, first of all, a bunch of my friends did retire before me, because when I was a young cat, I hung with the old crowd, and those guys retired. And then before I knew it, I went from the young dude to the old dude,
real quick,
to the retired dude. So yeah.
So in the States, if I'm hearing you correctly, your day-to-day life was somewhat boring. It was Groundhog Day.
It was routine. Everything was repetitive. It's the same stuff. I didn't find anything new. What I did today, I did yesterday, the week before, the month before, and the year before.
Okay. So I guess somebody would sit there and probably go, I'm going to be devil's advocate. Then get a hobby. Then.
Yeah, well, I did Homes for Humanity. I did building houses, but then that put me in Dallas traffic. Okay. I hated that. I feel that I'm young enough that I didn't need to go to the senior home.
Okay.
Which I qualify to go to. So, it's real easy to get in your own world and your own bubble and just become an introvert. And I think part of me is an introvert.
Yeah, you are. Of us, you are the introvert.
Oh, yeah, of us, yeah.
Of us, you are, but people who have caught some videos of him knows that he has his wild side too. And I don't mean like that. I just mean Cedric loves music.
Oh, I love it.
So His personality comes out in karaoke and in music. That's his personality. So to myself, what is there to do every day in Panama? Well, this really is an open question for you. I mean, it really depends on who you are and where you live and what are you interested in. You know, what I might do in Panama City, you might not do every day in Coronado, which is a beach. Coronado might not do every day what the people in David do. So it's going to depend on what is your interest and where you live. So with that, that's a caveat first. Where's your locality in Panama? What is your age bracket in Panama? If you're 20 years old and a digital nomad, you might want to be in Costco Viejo and partying and drinking and doing it up. I don't know. You might want to be ziplining. That might be you. If you have some mobility issues, Panama City and Panama in general is not a very easy country to get around in continuously. Here in the United States, we're used to intersections have ramps and lights have hearing impaired and visually impaired assistance and
Rails for steps
and just different things. That is not the same in Panama City. So what you might do here, you might not be able to do there. That's why people say, go visit. You need to go visit. You need to visit. You need to stay a while. Don't go do touristy things. Go live in Panama City.
You can do touristy things if that's all you want to do is be a tourist.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to live, you really need to...
You need to embrace yourself in the community.
Yeah.
It's also going to depend. So the third thing is, are you earning an income? Do you still need to work? I don't know your day-to-day. Do you have a job that you report to, even whatever, one that you own or one that's remote? So if obviously you have to work, then some of your day is going to be consumed with making money. That's myself. So some of my day is consumed with making money. The other half is exploring. Cedric and I love music, so we do love enjoying things. Live music, we love listening to it. We don't really have a set genre, but what we, I guess identify with is old school R&B. We both like that, but we love jazz, but we love smooth jazz, not classical.
I like classical.
Okay, so we just like a variety of music, though. We love live music, so we like listening to music. We have tried to become more active health-wise, so we try to walk. We try to go see things.
And we were getting a lot of steps.
Every day.
Because we weren't at the house.
We also, you got to remember, every single person you meet is new.
Yes.
So you're engaging with people. You're meeting people. Everyone's a new friend. Have friendships here that are over 40 years in friendships. There come a point, y'all don't even ask nobody nothing no more. You know everything about each other. Girl, I've been knowing you since the 5th grade. So, I mean, you don't have to they know your stories. You know their stories. I mean,
you got nothing new to say.
You have nothing new to say. So, your friendships in a new country, they're all new. They haven't heard that how you skinned your knee in the 5th grade. They don't know nothing about that. They know nothing about your past. So,
they ain't saying, she didn't tell that story.
Everything's new. We also enjoy, I know this might sound just really weird, but just sitting on the terrace and just looking at the lights and just listening to music.
I spend hours.
That's enjoyable to us, but that is very relaxing. In Panama, you can also get to, as I just said, the locality. So depending on, are you at the water? You might want to go look at the water. You might want to go to the beach. You might want to go to a new restaurant. Panama itself does not embrace itself with a typical genre of food. They have some things that they're known for, but they're really not. You can ask almost any local Panamanian, they tell you they don't have like a type of food that's theirs. For the country. So therefore, they're a melting pot. And there's all kinds of ethnicities and geographies of foods. I mean, and nationalities. It's everything from all over the world. So exploring food that tastes really good. I mean, that's really fun. And it's very affordable for 2 people, depending on what your taste is. I put it that way, depending on what your taste caliber is. Very affordable. We also enjoy, I would say then the next thing, we enjoy just sitting around talking to each other and just having a good time. Me and him.
Yeah, that's no matter where we are.
This is us. We sit, talk, and laugh and have a good time. Exploring, that's a big thing. I can't really just put down what do we do every day. Every day is a new day. And that is exactly what he said. And I really got to piggyback on that. Every day is a new day. And since we don't have to drive, because we don't drive there, we get to truly be driven around and watch everything and relax. And when we get to our destination, he's not on edge from driving and ripping through the traffic, and I'm not on edge from being the passenger that thinks he's gonna run into the back of that car.
and there's also something that happens when you're in Panama City. At least for me, everything slows down.
That's true.
I don't have to be somewhere at a certain time. I don't have to worry about traffic. I don't have to worry about, hey, remembering where I parked when we go into this mall, because it doesn't matter.
That's right.
So, a lot of things that you don't think is a deal when you get here totally go away when you're in Panama.
I agree with that. But so the nutshell is, it depends on what it is you like to do yourself. Your day is yours. It's a city divided into many neighborhoods. Our previous videos, we have said this. Every neighborhood is different, but every neighborhood have some things that are consistent. Your doctor's offices, your malls, your shopping centers, your grocery stores, nightlife, that type thing. So you can truly stay in your own neighborhood and explore, or take the train and venture to another one, or walk to another one, and you're going to see something totally different and get a totally different feeling. It's a big country.
Yeah. Hey, and if you hadn't done the metro, do the metro. Get off on a stop that feels safe for you, and go explore. Take the whole day. Take a couple days to explore. If you're retired, you got time.
If I was to ask one person who lived in one city in the U.S., what do you do all day, and expect that to carry over to another person who lives in the U.S., it wouldn't. And that's the same way you have to take that mindset. It is a smaller country than the United States, but it is still a country. No one person or two people are going to have the exact same day. It depends on what interests you and what do you like to do. Your day is yours. And the great thing is you get to explore it and start anew. My husband has mentioned that a few times. If you have had a goal of getting up off your butt and being active, then when you move, get up off your butt. Yep. And go be active. I mean, that's what it is.
And go, like for us, we just go walking and feel completely safe.
Yes. Safety is it. My dad is 70 years old. My dad mentioned numerous times when we were walking, him and his wife travel as well. And he said there have been very few countries, very few, that they felt safe in at night. And Panama is one of those that he felt safe. We were out, 10 o'clock at night walking. It might have been 10:30. Yeah. And we walked about 3 miles together, all of us, 3 or 4 miles. We just straight walked, had a good time. And he's like, it's when you feel safe. And believe him, if my dad, now don't get me wrong, he is physically fit. Shoot, he probably more fit than me and my husband put together. Yeah. But it's an exploration country, it's an exploration city, and you feel safe. Get out there, meet new people, and enjoy yourself. So yes, there was no one answer. There were many answers, but at the end of the day, it depends on what it is that you like to do. That's what it is. What do we do all day? Whatever the heck we want to. Mm-hmm. So until then, like, share, follow.
Oh, and comment, please.
We're out.
See ya.